Hey, so I wanted to talk about making your life a little bit better if you're beaten down, like you're just depressed, you're in your smelly bed, you haven't washed yourself, you're not taking care, you're not maybe not eating right, not eating enough or eating too little, just you're catatonic, you haven't moved in a while, and there isn't any obvious motivation for you to get up. You're just depressed and sad and alone. Um, I would say the first thing that you would do is just move around. Just move your arms, kick your legs out, do some sit ups or what else. Just move around a little bit, and that'll get a little bit of dopamine. Like your autonomic state will be shifted a little more energetically um, to a more like active state, and you'll feel more likely to get up. A hot bath as quickly as you can. Like it's hot as enough that it's kind of hurts, and that if it got any hotter, it'd hurt you. But you could stick your foot in the water and like it hurts, but it doesn't get worse and worse. And you can just take this really hot bath, and you can plunge in it, and it could just be 60 seconds or 30 seconds. But like it could be up to 20 minutes just taking a hot bath, and that would get the blood pumping, and you'll feel good. You get endorphins, and then you can get up and you can go to the fridge and get green leafy vegetables, dark green or whatever, or Brussels sprouts or broccoli or whatever, or kale or spinach. Like get that, and probiotics, kefir, yogurt, kimchi, kombucha, um, and you can have those, and they'll restore the gut bacteria in your gut that produce your neurochemicals: serotonin, dopamine, GABA, norepinephrine, epinephrine, and adrenaline. Um, and you'll just be in a like within a day, by the end of the day probably, or what else, like later in the day, you'll just feel more energetic and a little bit happier and a little bit calmer. um so I don't know, I kind of want to get yogurt. Like I feel better on the weeks that I have a bunch of yogurt. um Being able to, I think, get outside, just like go outside in your backyard, in your front yard, try both out, and just like for 5 minutes or up to an hour or two. Like the longer you stay out, the more you notice, the more you appreciate, and the more you come to peace. But like just getting outside is a really great remedy. Just looking around, just seeing the small amount of nature that's around you. um if you have, it's great to have weights at home. It's great to have a kettlebell, or it's great to have a barbell. And if you have a barbell, you can lift. And if you can lift, you can do squats. If you have weights and stuff, you can do squats. You can do deadlifts. You can do shoulder presses. You can get adrenaline going. Like have home weights. That's a really great thing to get yourself out of depression, is just doing some sort of exercise. Going out on walks, going out on runs. That is like you take a hot bath and then you feel energized and good, and like you take that momentum. It only lasts like 5-10 minutes. You take that momentum and you go outside and you just walk for like 30 minutes, and like that will improve your mental state. You'll feel a little bit more secure. You might be afraid of going outside because you're just uncomfortable with the idea, but as you go outside and as you explore a little bit and get some fresh air and get some sunlight and just get some weather and just be in a different place, you can relax maybe a little bit, and it'll be easier to just like, you want to get to a position that you're doing things actively that will progress towards the future. Practices like doing yoga and just trying to discover mindfully yourself. Um, going going to martial arts across time, it's like just training and getting a little better, getting better. Um, that's a very useful thing. Um, I don't know. Like when you're depressed, it's like you can do yoga, you can meditate, you can go to the fridge and you can get like a freaking soda and you can drink that, and like if you haven't had a lot of caffeine and you're not like addicted to caffeine, then that can like boost your neurochemicals and you can feel a little bit happier just from the caffeine. Like taking drugs, very useful. Taking marijuana, taking nicotine, if you can manage to take it in like sufficient medical doses, like just not overtake it. With e-cigs, I overtake it and then it doesn't make me feel happy at all. In fact, it makes me miserable. But like with someone else, it might be reasonable and like stable and like helpful. How much time is left on this video? Okay, like 4 minutes. Sorry if I look weird, like curling my hair. I'm just nervous, and whenever I'm nervous, I like to curl my hair, and it makes me. It's a coping mechanism, just a mild like tick, or what else. I wonder how bad or good my hair looks. Like today, I'm an athlete, and today I decided not to work out, and I just feel like tired. I don't feel too bad right now. I took drugs. I took kratom. I took marijuana. Um, I use them to like write for 2 hours, for example, or make a podcast for an hour or two, or I use them to like calm my anxiety down. If I have like some bodily anxiety, kratom really helps. Especially on this break day. On a normal day, I I should be just fine, and like I don't have to take kratom. But or sometimes I take kratom because I'm not taking Adderall, and it helps boost my dopamine a little bit, and like that's a good replacement. Like I really think that a lot of people should be on some form of drug to some degree. Like if you're not prone to just getting off your ass and working a lot, like taking some marijuana could be like a really beneficial thing for you. It could give you the drive and want, and the fuel to just want to do new things and try stuff out. And I think that like in the self-improvement world, drugs are under talked about to a great degree, and I think they should be seen as tools to implement to change your cognition and change your motivation and like boost certain skills temporarily. And for me, I like implementing drugs into my self-improvement daily regimen. Eventually I'd like to get off of them in better situations with like more social support and emotional support and better resources and like better higher base of knowledge, and just like as my life gets better, it'll be easier to get away from drugs more and more. But for now, it makes sense to take them to help me with like deficits in creativity, and sometimes I feel bad and just uncomfortable and don't want to make content. But if I take some drugs every now and then for the right ailments, I can just work a lot more and create a lot more and just be happy. I've never been happier in my life than now. I'm I got a daily regimen. Like I wake up and I bike and then I write and then I do yoga and then I meditate and then I do yoga nidra and then I go on a run and then I go lift and then I start a podcast or make some videos or make some in the mornings. Also I make a lot of social media posts. I write on paper journal, and then like do social media posts and like a newsletter, and I do Facebook and X and TikTok and YouTube uh, and Instagram and though all those social media things, and like it's really meaningful, it's really fun. I get to have fun. I have multiple different sports. I do running. How much time is there? I do running. I have a sword that I exercise with. I do swings and like it works on my arms, and I feel like I did some cardio. I do running, biking, Olympic weightlifting, powerlifting. Not so much the Olympic weightlifting as of late, but like I think I'll get back into it eventually. I need, I and like I really enjoy my day for the most part. Like it's annoying, and I feel fear, and I always procrastinate a little bit, as pretty much to some degree, but like I get it done most days, and I feel really happy, and I get to play music, and I get to write a whole bunch of different things and record videos and record audios, and I have a pretty good time. My life is pretty good. I enjoy it. I get to express myself. I'm just like I have a dire need to express myself and get information out to the world. I have a dire need to express myself and get my mind working and get it somewhere that it's practical. And I just want to figure out the world and explain it to everybody. But yeah, that's